There was a time in my life that my mind was so cluttered. I was getting exhausted with the very minimal work that I've done. I'll get up in the morning, I'll not do many stuff, but then I become so exhausted and my brain literally hurt. And then I was asking myself, well, what is going on? Why is it that I'm always thinking about stuff? Many stuff at the same time and stuff that is not even helping me to where I want to be. Hello ladies, hello gents. Thank you for being here today. My name is Neuroskinder and you know that I do not take your presence here for granted. So on today's video, we are going to be talking about the millionaire habit that will rock your world. This may just be the tweaks and the tricks that you have to make for a wonderful year ahead. Let's dive right in. As a mom, as a wife, as a daughter, as a granddaughter, as a sister, as a friend, I have too many decisions that I have to make daily. And these decisions can actually lead to decision fatigue. There are times that I tell my sibling that if I don't need to know anything that is going on in the family, don't tell me. Because when you tell me a problem, it's like you've dumped that, how can I put it? It's like you've dumped that energy on me. So you've relieved yourself of the problem that is going on. And now I'm suffering. I'm left with the remnants of it. Because I'm thinking of how to solve it. I'm thinking of what could go wrong. I'm thinking of what could go right. And all those things is your brain working that you could have actually avoided. In order for you to fulfill your purpose in life, to do the things that make you happy, to do the things that are going to propel you in life, you have to create the mental space for creativity. Most times in our lives, our brains are so cluttered, thinking about what you do for this person, thinking about what you do for that person, and so on and so forth, that your brain becomes exhausted and then you're left with little or no energy for creativity. You have to declutter your mind, not just your house. We all know Mark Zuckerberg is a visionary. Just to show you how much it is important to create a mental space for creativity, he made a statement. He said, I really want to clear my life so that I have to make less decisions as possible, except decisions on how to serve my community. That's a man with vision. That's a man who is trying to fulfill his purpose. Now let's define decision fatigue. Decision fatigue is a phenomenon where the more decisions a person makes over the course of a day, the more physically, mentally, and emotionally depleted they become. When you're in this state, it becomes very difficult for you to even make the right decisions. It becomes very difficult for you to create. This was me almost every day until I decided that, you know what? I'm going to take my life into my own hands. I'm going to take matters into my own hands. When you take the step to eliminate the decisions that end up overwhelming you, you create a mental space for creativity. After all is said and done, there are some things in life that we cannot eliminate. Because say for example that you're a parent, you're thinking about what these kids are going to eat. You're thinking about how they're going to grow. You're thinking about how to put a roof over their head. You're thinking about their health, their well-being, everything. You're thinking about yourself. You're thinking about your extended family. So there are those things in life that we cannot totally get rid of, but we can make those fundamentals easier to deal with. It is only by making these fundamentals of life easier that we can create a mental space for free thinking and creativity. And you do that by setting routines. If you have all those decisions that you have to make, routines are going to make your life easier. When I talk about routines, I talk about systems. What systems do you have in place in your home? What systems do you have in place in your life? What are you doing in the morning? What are you doing in the afternoon? What are you doing in the evening? Do you prepare the kids' breakfast at night or do you prepare it in the morning? Do you set their clothes out at night or do you set it in the morning? You have to set these systems in place. How do you run your home? How do you run your business? How do you run your life? How do you run everything that pertains to you? Do you cook in your home 3 times a week? Do you cook every day? Do you go to the gym and what time do you go to the gym? Because when you create systems or routines, it helps you to maneuver the things that you have to actually do throughout the day. That way you can create that space for creativity and free thinking. We are going to do another video just for creativity and free thinking so that you can be able to set routines in your life that are going to propel you. The next thing that you want to do is value your time. Most people don't value their time. If you do not respect your time, other people will not respect it for you, because people only treat you the way you've taught them how to treat you. You have to delegate stuff. I'm saying this out of experience. It is very important that you delegate stuff, and when you trust someone to do something, let them do it. Because I found myself in a position where I will ask for help, and at the same time, I'm doing the same thing that I asked somebody to help me with. At the end of the day, I end up doing it myself, or I end up doing it with a person. That is not delegating. When you've given someone a task, let them do that task so that you can create a space to do other things that are important. An easier way to value your time is to block out time to do stuff. If you have things for the day that you have to do, make sure that you block out the time for, because the universe does not understand a vacuum. If you do not fill your time with something, someone else will. Someone else will fill that time for you, and that is not what you want. Because if another person is determining the way you run your day, then you will end up not achieving what you had set for that day. You know how they say that you're the sum total of the 5 people that you hang around with. That's not cliche. Many people look at it like it's cliche. It's the same thing like bad company corrupts good character, and good character can actually rub off on someone. You have to be intentional about your network. Be intentional about the people that you surround yourself with. What influence do they have over you? Whose voice is in your head? Because the person that has your ears has your mind. The person that has your ears, because they do have your mind, to own your future. You've opened up your body, your soul, your spirit to them. Whatever they say, you soak it like a sponge and then you run with it. Sometimes people say, oh no, this person cannot corrupt me. Oh no, this person cannot tell me what to do. But then whatever they are saying, it sticks in your subconscious. And when something is in your subconscious, it manifests in your life without even you realizing. So you have to be careful. Protect the gate of your eyes and the gate of your ears. Make sure that you drop those friends that don't inspire you, those friends that each time you're in their presence, they bring you down. And surround yourself with people that uplift your spirit, people that help you grow, people that see the value in you and can tell you when you're wrong and when you're right. There are some people who do not grow and who do not change from who they used to be because they are surrounding themselves with people that lie to them, people who do not tell them the truth, people who do not give them positive criticism, people who do not tell them when they've gone wrong or when they've done something that is right, people who feed their ego. And when you're around people who feed your ego, there is no way that you can thrive. There is no way that you can soar, because we all learn from our past mistakes. We all learn from the things that we did yesterday, and we learn to do them better today. So if you do not even know the things that you've done wrong, because you have these people that are telling you, are hailing you, then there is no way that you can grow. Those are not the kind of friends that you have to keep. Sometimes we tend to focus on other people's lanes, and then we forget about our own lane. We forget about our own path. We become so immersed in this person, we become so soaked in their day-to-day life that we forget about our own life. And this is something that has happened due to social media and the things that people post online. Sometimes when you see someone posting something, put at the back of your mind that these people only post their high moments. Most times we only post our high moments. We don't post our low moments. So when you're focused on this person and what they are doing and thinking that you're not doing enough, you're doing yourself a disservice. Never for once think that because you're not doing what other people are doing, you're missing out. You're not missing out on anything. Focus on the mission. Focus on the prize ahead of you and enjoy the journey there. As a man thinketh, so is he. I was reading this article and it talked about a habit that Bill Gates started in the 80s where he takes a think week annually. So what he would do is he would seclude himself in a remote location and turn off all communication. In our world today, that is something that is very difficult to do. He then dedicates this week to reading, to thinking, and to learning. And these 3 things are very important for your growth in life. Most times it is very hard for us to hear our own voice. It is very hard for us to actually think our own thoughts. Sometimes we even think that we are thinking our thoughts, but we're thinking other people's thoughts because of all the things that we've soaked in annually, yearly, during the day, during our busy days, we're sucking in different things, and we don't even create the time to be in seclusion for our own self. Bill Gates mentioned that this became a habit for him because Think Week was a time that he actually connected with himself. He actually connected and pushed his own thinking forward. Mind you, he pushed his own thinking forward and created a space for creativity. I'm not saying that you should take a whole week like Bill Gates and just shut off everything. He can afford to do that. What I'm saying is that incorporate this into your routine somehow. Maybe take an hour to think. Maybe take a day or even half a day. Let that be your creative time. Let that be your think time. As we grow older, we get all these responsibilities that sometimes takes us away from the things that actually makes our heart happy, that actually makes our heart sing. Because of the cares of the world that has been upon us, and then we are not able to do all those things that we wanted to do. We are not able to fulfill our actual purpose, because there's a difference between your purpose and your work. Your work is what puts food on your table. Your purpose is what is going to serve the world. Your purpose is bigger than you. It is beyond you. It is very important that you never forget your why. Sometimes in life, we start things and we don't finish them because we hit a roadblock or because it becomes so difficult. And in those moments of uncertainty, in those moments where we don't know how to go forward or backward, never forget your why, because your why is what is going to see you through. There was this conference that I went to some time ago, and someone said something, I cannot remember the name unfortunately. They said something that was very profound. If your why does not scare you, then it is not big enough. On this journey of making these habit changes, on this journey of incorporating this millionaire habit into your routine, be very mindful of your surrounding. Understand that there are some people in your life that will fight you because you're trying to better yourself. There are some people who will not like that you're making all these changes because it actually exposes their own limitations. There are some people that will make you feel like you're not supposed to be doing this thing, that will make you feel less of yourself. But you have to stay strong. You have to shift the naysayers and focus on what you're trying to do. Understand that purpose is not a destination. Enjoy the process of evolving into this person that you can actually look into the mirror and be proud of. Thank you for watching today's video. Please do not forget to hit the subscription button. Also hit the notification bell, that way you know when we have new uploads. Share this video with a friend so that they can get to know what we do on this channel. Go out there and conquer the world, because you were made to subdue the earth. Thank you and have a fab one. Bye. Mwah.